ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at North McKinney Cricket Ground. Final eliminator between Dallas Knights and Dallas Hellcats ongoing right now, and we're seeing some massive hitting from Sagar Patel as well as Ajay Masand, who's on the non-strikers end with it. Dallas Hellcats had a good start. They got Pankaj Kampli on the first delivery. Way too long off. That's the end of Sagar. Plays a fine knock of 42, but finally holds out in the deep with 5 sixes and 1 4. Scores 42 of 15 deliveries. So 4 wickets now after 6 overs. MD Rahman, the bowler, had given away 21 runs in that over before that delivery. So as I was mentioning, Pankaj Kampli scored a Qualifier 25 of 13, stabilized the innings a bit. Got out to Akiaro Sen, also in the deep. Got a fine catch by Ali Sheikh in the middle right now for Dallas Knights. Is Ajay Masand, even though they have a very strong batting lineup still left. 85 for the loss of 4. They need to keep going the way they are to get there. Maybe even 140 might be in the cards if Ajay Masand stays there. Into the other ground. What a massive 6. But that was a gift by the bowler to a batsman of Ajay's caliber. Another massive 6. If Ajay does stay, Hellcats would be well served to get this big wicket of Ajay here pretty soon. The audio issues. Stay tuned. Left arm around the wicket from Dinesh. This time Ajay keeps it along the ground, the deep mid wicket, and scampers through for 1 run. The new man is Abhiram, who will be taking strike. And a hard-hitting, lower-order batsman. And as soon as he comes in, he gets one in the slot, and he deposits it over long on for 6. What a way to start off your innings. Shows his talent, shows his class on the very first ball. Dallas Knights are just teeing off on any delivery that's presented in the hitting slot. Dinesh might want to push it all the way in the block hole. Anything that's short of that length is getting it out of the ground right now. Once again, left arm around the wicket. Straightish run up. Full toss this time, a low full toss though, which is still better than bowling a length delivery. You've got to be careful that the full toss doesn't get reversed out for the bowler. Dinesh continuing to Ajay Masand, left arm around the wicket. Well bowled there, that's the perfect length. Right in the block hole, nothing much Ajay can do about that. To get runs around the wicket, and well done again. The length is the key here. Cramping the batsman for room. You can clearly see that both batters are looking to hit. Not out on 21. Abhiram batting on 7 of 2 deliveries. Ajay has hit 3 sixes. Abhiram has hit 1. The captain would be hoping that he bowls over number 8 and over number 10. Now, of course, if he does get hit out of the park in the first over, all bets are off. over the top of his head, held his nerve, and held on to the ball. Not only is that a wicket, that's also a dot ball. So important dot deliveries this for Dallas Hellcats could be the difference between making it to the final or driving back home. 119 for 6. The last 9 deliveries have fully belonged to the Dallas Hellcats. At the start of the 8th over, it seemed as if Dallas Knights should end up anywhere in the range of 135 to even 140. Now they'll need a couple of big hits to even get to 130. Usman Bajwa is the non-strikers end. Karthik Rajasekharan is the new batsman in. Both are well-known batsmen in NTCA, but it's never easy coming in just brand new to the crease in the last over. Well bowled by Asadullah. Didn't really hit the block hole, but was very close to it, where the batsman wasn't able to get elevation. And not, as I said, not easy for the new man just walking in to be able to hit that immediately out of the park. 2 balls left, 120 comes up. You would have to think that's a par score. Neither here nor there. Both teams would fancy their chances with a score like 120. 2 deliveries left. Usman Bajwa facing low full toss again, unable to get any elevation. Ball is played down to long on, extremely well fielded and well backed up. That could have been disastrous, that throw. Had the backing up not been there, could have gone for pretty quickly. Was a flat and quick throw, might have even gone for 4 extra runs. But 121 for 6. Last ball of the last over, barring an extra. Asadullah Khan in the slot. Again, the batsman unable to find the gap or find the elevation. But they scamper back through for 2 runs and now going for the third. Chaos ensues, but a run out, so only 2 runs count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 for 7 after 10 overs. Par score, you feel. Both teams in with a chance. Still a 50-50 game at the end of the first innings. Stay tuned with us. It'll be a short break of about 7 minutes, and we'll be right back with you guys.
या काशी में जरा इसको आप लगा इसको ऑन करो मैं इसको लगाना है खाली हाँ उसको जैसे ऐड करके बस पिच के ऊपर जो बैठता रहेगा उस पे तो एक कहीं से हमने ना थोड़ा आदमी दूर बैठ के ना वो टक टक की आवाज़ आनी चाहिए बैठ वो इससे वो मैं इधर बैठे को इसको कमेंटेटर को दूर कर देता हूँ नहीं सुनो कमेंटेटर को मैं उधर कर देता हूँ हाँ और ये शॉर्ट की आवाज़ आनी चाहिए ना पे ऑडियो नहीं कनेक्ट है, ऑडियो इधर है या इधर,
ये दोनों कैमरे तुमने पास रख लो।
करना पड़ता है, मैं तो बोलूँगा नहीं, इसको बेशक थोड़ा पीछे कर सकते हैं,
एक को दूर करके लगा देते हैं, लंबी मेरे वो कहाँ है HDMI।
हाँ उसको लगा, पर उसका मिनी HDMI नहीं है ना आपके पास।
Test.
साकिब भाई, इसको थोड़ा इस तरफ करो, इधर नीचे चाहिए।
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again from North McKinney Cricket Ground. The second innings of the final eliminator, which will decide which team goes through to the finals to play Nexus, is about to get underway. Dallas Knights batted first and scored 123 for 7 in 10 overs, led by Sagar Patel's 42 of 15, and some cameos by Ajay Masand with 28 and Srinath Nirnakanti, the captain, with 25.
Okay.
The toss was won by Dallas Knights, so they elected to bat. That has been their strategy throughout the tournament, to win the toss and bat first.
कनेक्ट तो मैं कर
है टीम है
Ali Sheikh is on strike, the captain of Dallas Hellcats. He's been in tremendous form and his wicket will be key in this game. Local players to Major League Cricket. Crucial ninth over. The first innings, it's Samuel Karmala bowling to Ali Sheikh and edges this one over short third man. He'll carry all the way to the fence. 4 runs. The proverbial fence, that is. Starts off with a boundary, not where he intended to hit it, but a 4 is a 4. In this format, you'll take every boundary that you get. And no style points. Samuel Parmala, very experienced campaigner in the North Texas Cricket Association. So right arm medium pacer bowling around the wicket, and this time he skids the ball in. Doesn't really get a lot of bounce, so is a little disconcerting for the batsman. Not easy to flick or pull because the ball's not coming up to you. You have to really bend and play him. Better to play him straight, especially when you're getting your eye in. Left hand bat, Ali Sheikh. Around the wicket. A slower ball this time, but guided through, driven through point, and all the way to the boundary. Lightning quick outfield. Well read by Ali Sheikh. Zero risk shot that yields 4 runs. Good start this for Hellcats. 8 runs of 3 deliveries as Samuel continues around the wicket. And he has skied that. Let's see the fielder from long off coming in, unable to get to the ball. Sheikh would have had so not good cricket this. The ball went a mile high in the air and the batsman didn't cross through for any run. Could prove costly in the end. If they lose by a run or 2, you could come back to this ball. Slower ball again, driven well, but this time straight to the cover fielder who's at the edge of the 30-yard circle. You cannot make mistakes like this. You've got to run no matter what. Another slower delivery, watchfully played this time by Ali. And even though he gave up 2 boundaries in the power play, that's a heck of an over for only 8 runs. Samuel Parmala showing all his experience in this over. Dallas Knights would be extremely pleased with the outcome of that first over, given that yes, they had a chance to possibly dismiss Ali Sheikh and the ball just fell short of the fielder. But as far as runs conceded are concerned, 8 in the first over in power play, defending 124 is a win for the bowler. Tawheedul Islam is the batsman who will take strike now. Hope you're enjoying our drone coverage at the moment. This video courtesy GPCC Cricket. Saikant will be the bowler. A lot taller than Sammy, a lot pacier, so the ball will come on to the bat more and will bounce as well. Has to find his line from the get-go. Has to follow up Sammy's good over with a solid effort of his own. Tawheedul Islam will be facing his first delivery. Saikant's right arm over the wicket. Good length delivery with the bounce and through to the keeper. Saikant once again in for ball number 2 of over number 2. This time ball swings away from the batsman but wide of the line. Kept swinging away. Umpire signals a wide, so here's an extra run and Hellcats will get an extra delivery as well. There is some swing in the air. It's pretty humid. These are the organizers of McKinney T10, the caretakers of McKinney Super League. In the middle is the great Aziz Sawal. On the left hand at the top of the screen is Imran Ashraf, his right hand man, standing to his right. As ball number 3 and again beaten. This is great stuff from Saikant. These gentlemen have worked really hard to make this tournament a success. You don't get to 4 editions without doing some things right. Enjoying this beautiful weather. It's beautiful if you love scorching heat. Saikant once again, ball number 4 over number 2 over the wicket and short and quick. Came on to the batsman much quicker than he expected and just not able to get anything on it. Just lucky for him, it didn't just hit him. Got a little bit of bat. No fielder at short square leg, so the batsman able to scamper through for 1 run. It's a great start for the Knights. Only 10 runs of the first 9 deliveries. 1.3 overs gone. 10 for the loss of no wicket. Ali Sheikh now on strike. Saikant moving his field around for the left-hander. He's got a deep point and he's got a long off. Interesting. Seems like he's going to make him cut. And Ali Sheikh shuffles around, gets a top edge, goes behind the keeper. And the ball carries away for 4 runs. Again, not where he intended, but a 4 is a 4 and they really needed that boundary in this over. You could clearly see what Ali Sheikh was trying to do since both the deep fielders were on the offside. He wanted to shuffle around and swipe that ball over to the leg side. Ended up getting the result that he wanted, but not the placement. Saikant once again to Ali Sheikh. Once again, Ali Sheikh trying to hoist that one over the leg side from outside the off stump. Under edge, well stopped by the keeper. Dot delivery this. Look at this beautiful view of both the North McKinney Cricket Ground fields. This aerial view, just some awesome stuff by the cameraman. As you can see, this picturesque grounds, I should say. Behind the pitch, you can see Brook Street, North Brook Street, as Saikant comes in over the wicket, right arm. And bowled him! Once again, swiping against the line, got the better of him. The field placement on his mind, kept on trying to force a shot to the leg side, and this time paid the price for going across. What a massive wicket this for Dallas Knights. Dream start this for the Knights. 14 for the loss of one wicket are the Hellcats, and have lost the crucial wicket of their skipper, Ali Sheikh, who's out for 12. Tanveer Asadullah is the new batsman, a veteran of the North Texas Cricket Association, has north of 10,000 runs in the league and has been a superstar in the league in his own right. Has been in form in this T10 tournament as well, so it's not done yet. Hellcats still have the batting to pull this off, but they'll have to dig in deep. Over number 3 about to get underway. This is the final over of the power play. Tawheedul Islam on strike. The new batsman Tanveer Asadullah will be on the non-strikers end, since the ball that Ali Sheikh got out on was the final delivery of the second over. We've got a bowling change as well. Samuel bowled only 1 over. They'll hold on to his second over for later on in the innings. Tawheedul Islam looking around at the field placement. Both the deep fielders are on the offside, a third man and a cover. Ball on the legs, drifting down leg side. A spirited appeal, but the ball was always going down. You have to feel that Tawheedul Islam missed out on an opportunity to put that one away. Anything on the legs with nobody out on the leg side. You've got... Okay. Right arm over the wicket. Seems to be out of sorts right now. Missed that one completely. As we watch the replay here. That one, bowler right arm over the wicket. The ball was pitched halfway down. Didn't bounce, I guess, as much as he expected, but just played all over it. Tawheedul Islam. Abhiram is the bowler. Right arm over the wicket. Once again, that one short of a good length. And once again, the batsman not able to get a hold of it. Just gets the under edge of the bat down to square leg for a run. (15) for the loss of 1 wicket after 2.3 overs. We've got drone footage here for the beautiful town of McKinney. Magnificent views this as Abhiram continues over the wicket as he pushes that ball up. There was no foot movement at all from Tanveer on that one. First ball that he faced. Probably was expecting a shorter delivery, but manages to keep his eye on the ball and just guides that ball for a single to the cover region. A little circumspect facing his first delivery was Tanveer. Abhiram, right arm over the wicket, and this time he's got a hold of that one. Has Tawheedul, well, not really. Gets a 4, but it did bounce inside the line. Skied it more than middled it. But since the field is in, he manages to pick up a boundary, a much needed boundary. That might get him going, might give him the confidence that he needs. 20 for 1 after 2.5 overs. Hellcats really need to get going quickly now. A slower ball this time and beautifully driven. Beautifully driven. He watched it, drove it all along the ground for 4. That's his best shot of the inning so far. Extremely well played. Finally, Abhiram tried to change the pace, as you see there. Rolled his fingers over the ball. It was pitched up right in the slot. And Tawhidul Islam drove it straight back down the ground for 4. Important 2 boundaries coming on the last 2 balls of the last over of power play. 24 for 1. You'd still think that the Dallas Knights got the upper hand in the power play, but some respite for the Hellcats team, getting 8 runs of the last 2 balls. Less than 20 in 3 overs would have really put the pressure on them psychologically. 24 for 1 after 3, chasing 124, so exactly 100 needed of 7 overs. Still doable. They've got the batting to do it. Someone's got to step up, raise their hand and say, I'm going to get this done. Saikant will bowl his second over, so he'll be done with his spell after this over. I think Knights feel like if they can snatch another wicket here, they'll be firmly in control of winning this game, as Saikant bowls right arm over the wicket and bounces this one halfway down the track. That one bounces over the head of Tanveer Asadullah. An easy wide call for the umpire. A little too much adrenaline of kicking in for the bowler. I think he's also trying to get into the head of Tanveer, who isn't as comfortable with the ball at his head area in the beginning of his innings. Right arm over the wicket is Saikant. This time he pushes it up and Tanveer gets a hold of it. That's in his arc. That's not smart bowling. He's looking for the ball to be right there in his hitting zone and deposits that far over deep mid-wicket for 6 runs. Starting to swing things a little bit are these 2 Dallas Hellcat batsmen. The last 3 balls have gone for 4, 4 wide and 6. I know that counts as 4, but the wide isn't a legal delivery. So 3 legal deliveries have gone for 4, 4 wide and 6. Saikant continuing right arm over the wicket. Better length to Tanveer. Onto his body a little bit. And Tanveer a little late on that shot, but still manages to get it away to deep long on for a single. .32 for 1, and these are what these teams are playing for. Beautiful trophies and medals. And Saikant beats Tawhidul Islam outside the off stump. Batsman inquiring for the umpire for a wide. No go, says the umpire. Maybe more of a hopeful plea, that. 3.3 overs in the books, 32 for 1. Hellcats starting to counter-attack. Right arm over the wicket, well bowled by Saikant. Again, just hits the deck hard. The ball jumps on the batsman a little bit as Tawhidul played it back down the ground. Didn't really try to go for the big shot. .33 for 1 after 3.4. 91 left to get in 6.2 overs. Required run rate is 14.37. Saikant right arm over the wicket to Tanveer Asadullah. Slower ball and beats the bat. Foxes Tanveer on that one. Beautiful bowling this. There's the replay of that slower one. Again, back of the hand delivery. Tanveer did not read it at all. And not only beats him, gets a dot delivery. Crucial dot delivery is this. Saikant once again to Tanveer. This time, that was a good delivery. Unlucky for Saikant that there was an under edge, but well done by the short third man fielder. Immediately on top of it, restricts it to only 1 run. Superb spell by Saikant. This comes to an end. Gets the big wicket of Ali Sheikh. 2 overs for 16 runs in T10 is phenomenal bowling even when you're defending 123. As a captain, you take that any day of the week, and twice on a Saturday where you make the finals. .34 for 1 after 4 overs. Tanveer Asadullah is on strike. Goes for the massive hit there. Ajay is a very smart bowler. Bowls back of the hand deliveries and then bowls one seam up, which is much quicker. His back of the hand deliveries aren't easy to pick. This one was one of those. Once again with that back of the hand delivery. Even if you do know that it's coming as a batsman, it's very difficult to judge the bounce because it does different things depending on if it lands on the seam or if it lands on the stomach of the ball. Superb start this by Ajay Masan. Right arm over the wicket to Tanveer Asadullah. And once again, that same back of the hand delivery. Tanveer just not able to understand what is going on. He's not able to gauge the speed of the ball or the bounce. 1 run of 3 deliveries. They do scamper through for a single though. Ajay Masan now to Tawheedul Islam. Right arm over the wicket. And this time it was pitched up. This again was a back of the hand delivery, but pitched up. So Tawheedul Islam able to drive it all along the ground to deep cover for a single. They do need to get a push on though. Singles are not going to cut it. They need some big hits. Let's see if Ajay continues to bowl that back of the hand delivery to Tanveer. Right arm over the wicket. Yes, once again. Just not messing with the formula that's working. He hasn't bowled a seam up delivery yet. Last ball. Can he manage to bowl this over without a boundary? Right arm over the wicket. This time pitches it short. Was again back of the hand but wasn't as well controlled. And the fielder tried to get there to stop the boundary but unable to do so. 4 runs added to the total. Still a great over nonetheless. Only 6 runs off it. 40 for 1 after 5. Dallas Knights so far are firmly in control of this game. Something needs to change in the intent of the batsman for this game to turn around for the Hellcats. 84 runs left in the back half of the innings. First 5 yielded only 40, so more than double what they've scored in the first 5 overs are what is needed by Hellcats. You would have to say at this stage, Knights are firmly ingrained as favourites for this game. Wilder things have happened though. Just needs one of these two to get going. Another play and miss outside the off stump. This time by Tawheedul Islam, who's batting on 12 of 11 deliveries. There may be chatter even in the Hellcats dugout for calling a batter back and sending someone else in, because this is getting a little out of hand. Right arm over the wicket, and this time a wide ball. Poojan Patel is the bowler, a right arm medium pacer. Tawhidul Islam is batting on 12 of 12 balls, which is a runner ball. It just does not cut it in a T10 game in which you're chasing 124 of 10. And just not able to get his timing. Sometimes it's just not your day. Has played some great innings even in this tournament, but just seems a little out of sorts here. .42 for the loss of 1 wicket. Dallas Hellcats were into the 6th over. Can Tanveer get going here? And finally we see a massively hit 6 over deep mid wicket. Length delivery. That's his hitting area. That's what, as a bowler, you've got to stay away from. That's the perfect pace, the perfect length for him to just deposit it over the deep mid-wicket boundary. A lot more of these are needed for the Hellcats team. Poojan continuing right arm over the wicket to Tanveer. And signalled as a wide. Keeper and the fielders behind the wicket think that there was a nick to it. Unfortunately, we do not have the snickometer to review this. Tanveer trying to convince the keeper that he was far away from the ball. From our vantage point with the replay, it does seem like there may have been some deflection. A slower ball this time. Tanveer heaves it away to deep mid-wicket, but only for 1 run. They were able to get a 6. He was able to hit a 6 of this over, but it really doesn't help them if he can't follow that up with another boundary or 2. A dot and a 1 defeats the purpose. Poojan Patel for the last ball of his over. Well bowled, and this time Tanveer takes off and takes a run. Desperation times these. Signalled as a wide, so I guess Tanveer wanted to face the last ball. Here's the replay of that wide ball. That one back of the hand, clearly outside, and Tanveer, seeing that the keeper was not paying attention, scampers through for a run. Last ball once again of the over. And another wide. These extras will help the cause for the Hellcats. They need all the help they can get. Chasing 124. Getting hit for a 6 or a 4 is part of the game. Bowling consecutive wide deliveries really puts pressure on your own team. This time that's a full toss and gone for a 6. So the worst possible result of the last delivery for Poojan Patel. 2 wides and then a 6. I'm sorry, that was the 5th delivery. So there's still even 1 more delivery left. There's some life being breathed into the Hellcats' innings. Here's the over by over chart. You can see that the Hellcats pulled it back in the 9th and 10th over. They're hoping for Tanveer to take this game over. And hoists it, but 1 bounce to the deep mid-wicket fielder for 1 run. Good over this for the Hellcats. Assisted by the bowler himself by bowling those extra deliveries. 60 for the loss of 1 wicket after 6 overs. 64 to win in 4 overs with a required run rate of 16 runs. Doable. And as I had mentioned, that there might have been chatter of calling back Tawheedul Islam, and that's exactly what has been done by the Hellcats. Asadullah Khan is replacing him and Tawheedul Islam is retired out. Just not his day. Nothing to feel bad over. You have your days, and sometimes you have off days. Unluckily for him, his off day came in a playoff game. Tanveer batting on 27 of 14 deliveries. He has 3 sixes and a 4. Knights have decided to hold on to Ajay Masan's last over and have brought back Samuel Parmalla for his second over. Tanveer will be eyeing at least a couple of sixes in this over. Right arm over the wicket from Sammy. And well bowled. That one unable to really get the middle of the bat. And the batsman going back for a second. Fair. Had it been a better throw by Samuel, Tanveer would have been a goner. That was a risky second run. There was nobody inside the circle at cover. And the batsman, the ball didn't come onto the bat well. And didn't go to the deep fielder. So the batsman able to push for the second run. It was still very close. Had it been a good throw, Tanveer would have been out. Samuel continuing for the second ball of his second over. And this time in the slot, Tanveer deposits it again in his favourite area, the deep mid-wicket area. Over the boundary for 6 more runs. And just about getting you queued up for the replay. There you see Sammy bowling right arm over the wicket in the slot, right there. He's been eyeing that mid-wicket area for his big shots, and that's the perfect slot for him. Perfect pace, perfect line for him to go hit that. Dallas Hellcats slowly starting to come back into this game, courtesy of Tanveer Asadullah, who's now batting on 35 of 16 balls, has hit 4 sixes. I'm pretty sure that he's eyeing or hoping for 1, if not 2 more maximums in this over. .56 left, 22 balls to get them in. Unless wides or no balls are bowled by the Knights team, which they've done. Not no balls, but wides have been quite a few in this innings. Seven wides already bowled by Dallas Knights. Hellcats bowled only 3 wides in their allotted 10 bowling overs. Every extra delivery, every extra run is crucial in a T10 game. Samuel Parmalla, right arm over the wicket. And this time he doesn't get it off the middle of the bat. Fielder running in, but the ball drops right in front of him. Batsmen come back through for 2 runs. Was again a length delivery, but Tanveer Asadullah, I think, was trying to hit the cover off the ball. Just swung his head up a little too early and then mistimed the ball. And just short of the cover point fielder. Tanveer again getting the outer edge of the bat. The ball flew, but not far enough. Just taken by the cover point fielder with one bounce. Samuel Parmalla once again, right arm over the wicket to Tanveer. Slower ball this time and beautifully bowled. Absolutely beautifully bowled. Just slowed it down completely. Fox. Look at this beautiful sunset. We'll see who the sunset represents. Will it be the sun setting for the Hellcats or the Knights? Samuel Parmalla over the wicket. Slower ball again. This time Tanveer gets it off the middle of the bat but straight to the deep cover fielder for one run. .53 to win in 3 overs. .71 for 2 after 7. Here are the bowling figures. Samuel Parmalla 2 overs 19 runs. You would think that's pretty well done when you're defending over 12 runs and over. Sai Kant, both opening bowlers bowled well. Bhujan Patel is the only bowler who's gone for 20 runs, which you think, that was the over that Hellcats have gotten the upper hand on. And now Ajay Masand, who bowled a remarkable first over, is back in to bowl over number 2. Crucial over this. As Ajay, this time Tanveer steps out and hits it over long on for 6. He was tired of just staying back in his crease against those back of the hand deliveries and letting it bounce where he wasn't able to judge the bounce. This time he takes matter into his own hands and just steps out and hits it. Let's see what Ajay responds with. Right arm over the wicket. Well, this time he pushes, brings his length back, still bowls the back of the hand delivery, but adjusts his length. Great thinking this. This is a great battle between bat and ball. The keeper hasn't decided to come up. He's still standing back as the lights come on. Ajay, right arm over, and this time he bowls seam up. Tanveer was not expecting that. Beats him for pace. That was his first seam up delivery. He set him up for that. Tanveer again expecting the back of the hand delivery, but this time, as you can see in the replay, was beaten by the pacier seam up ball. Ajay, right arm over the wicket again to Tanveer Asadullah. Bowls another seam up, but this time unable to control his length. The ball stopped by the keeper, diving to his right. Another wide adds to the run as we see the overview of the ground. This beautiful aerial view. Just phenomenal camera work this. I hope you're enjoying these visuals. Ajay Masand continuing, right arm over the wicket. Another back of the hand delivery and Tanveer gets an outside edge, but it doesn't carry to the short third man fielder. There was no pace on the ball. So the edged delivery bounced well short of the fielder. Fantastic bowling this by Ajay thus far in this innings. Put the brakes on completely. Right arm over the wicket to Asadullah. And Asadullah, first ball he faces. Middle of the bat, out of the ground. Just thinking to himself what the fuss is all about. This game is far from over. Both these batters are very capable of just playing blinders, and the required run rate of 19 runs and over just 2.2 overs is well within their reach. 79 for 85 for 2 after 7.5 overs. 39 to get in 2.1. Required run rate down to 18. Ajay Masand over the wicket, back of the hand delivery. Asadullah waits for it, swivels around, pulls it, but no power behind that shot, so only 1 run. More importantly, Ajay Masand is done with his quota of 2 overs. So the 2 overs that are left, the batsman would fancy getting more traditional bowlers and being able to hit them out of the ground. .86 for 2 after 8 overs. 38 runs to win in 2 overs. With these two at the crease, this is doable. They have to keep their head about it. It's a game of nerves now, as cliched as that may sound. .45 is what Tanveer is batting on with 5 sixes and a 4. Asadullah Khan is batting on 7 of 2 deliveries with a massive 6. Abhiram is going to bowl the 9th over. It'll be interesting to see if these two stay at the crease. Who bowls over number 10? Knights will be hoping, will it be Poojan Patel again? Knights will be hoping that they can pick up one, if not both, these wickets here. Abhiram bowling around the wicket. And a low full toss, well bowled. Dug out by Asadullah, who was looking to go back for the 2nd run. Tanveer was not interested in the least bit. Wants to keep the strike. I feel like he feels that he's completely in and can take this game over from here. 37 to win of 11 deliveries. It's turning out into being an exciting game, this. Abhiram, a right arm around the wicket, wide of the crease. And this one is flat hit for 4. Magnificent shot by Tanveer. Really seems to have found the middle of his bat now. Look, this is what they're playing for, guys. Beautiful trophies, these shiny medals. Winner, runners up, man of the match, man of the tournament. You name it, there's a trophy there for it. Pressure squarely back on Abhiram now. Length deliveries are finding the boundaries now. Right arm around the wicket. Tanveer Asadullah on 49. Closer to the stumps, but down the leg side and missed by the keeper. And a run out chance missed. These are self-inflicted wounds for the Dallas Knights. Way too many extras. Misses by the keeper. Extra runs. Not only was that a wide, they scrambled through for 2 more runs, and then there was a chance for a run out, which was again missed. If the Knights end up losing this game, they will have nobody to blame but themselves. As you see the commentary box. Beautiful visuals here. Now back to over the wicket is Abhiram. And beats the bat. That was a short of a length delivery. Tanveer's eyes lit up when he saw the length, but I don't think the ball bounced as high as he's expected it. Again, that was playing with fire though for Abhiram. Lucks out with the dot delivery. I do think that Tanveer's a little tired. Still on 49. 30 to win of 9 balls. Abhiram Samagari. Right arm over the wicket. Well bowled this time. Puts a little bit more back into it. And given by the umpire. We'll have to see this in a replay. Hit the back leg. The umpire wasn't hesitant. Gives it out. Tanveer's innings comes to an end. He shuffled around, and you could make the case that it might have been sliding, but he had shuffled so much and it hit him on the back foot that the ball didn't have a long way to travel after hitting him. I think would have crashed into leg stump. Good decision this by the umpire. was close to the stumps. Yeah, hitting him on the back leg. The ball did slide, but I think would have still hit leg stump. Well done. Kudos to the umpire for getting this right. Crucial wicket this. I just mentioned that Tanveer looked like he was getting a little tired. This was a little lazy shot. His bat came down late. Nevertheless, played a crucial knock of 49. But right at the business end, when the Hellcats really needed him to stamp his authority and win the game for them, he loses his wicket. Omkar Main is the new man. Will he be the main man for the Hellcats? Tough ask this from Main. 8 balls, 30 runs. Abhiram, right arm over the wicket. In the slot. And 4 runs for Omkar. Fantastic start this. Didn't seem as though he timed it as well as he did. The ball travels quickly, right of the deep mid-wicket fielder, crosses the line, so keeps the hopes alive for Hellcats. Do remember that Asadullah Khan is still on the crease. 22 to 24 runs are well within his reach to get in the last over. This is an important ball, last ball of the 9th over. Right now, 26 runs are required. Hellcats will really be hoping for a boundary. Abhiram, right arm over the wicket to Omkar Main. And again, same slot, but this time the fielder is there and unable to come back for a second. Shouts for 2-2 because they wanted Asadullah Khan to keep strike. It's only 1 run. The Knights won't mind this because the new batsman is on strike. Asadullah Khan stays away from getting on strike. 25 runs needed of the last over. Would be a travesty if Asadullah Khan remains not out and this game is lost by the Hellcats by anywhere between 10 to 12 runs, because he's an explosive batsman and you don't want your guns going back after the fight fully loaded and yet you lose the game. .99 for 3 after 9. Sagar Patel will bowl the last over. So they've decided against using Poojan for the second over. Poojan's bowled well throughout the tournament. Sagar, with a lot of experience, starts off with a slower one. Skied and dropped by the fielder. And a magnificent throw this. This was unnecessary to go back for the second run. Not smart cricket this by the two batters. Asadullah Khan should have stayed on strike. The ball was dropped. Here's the replay of the drop catch. Phenomenal throw though after the catch, and look at that. Just perfectly thrown right by the stumps to the keeper who didn't have to do much. The run out is not what's important. What's important is Asadullah Khan will remain on the non-striker's end. This is just boneheaded cricket this. You've got to be smarter than that. You know your main bat is stranded on the non-striker's end. You get a gift by the fielder as he drops the ball because the crossing would not have counted with the new rules. Yet you decide to go for the second run and not even able to get it. This time to the new batsman by Sagar. Magnificent fielding here in the deep, stopping the boundary. The batsmen go through for a run, but now 4 balls left and 23 runs needed. So now I think the ask of Asadullah Khan is to hit 4 sixes or 4 balls. He had some room for error had he been given the strike a little earlier. Let's see what happens. Sagar to Asadullah Khan. And not able to do much. He skied that one and taken by the fielder. So in essence, this game seems to be all over unless the Dallas Knights commit suicide and start bowling wides and no balls. Just too much time off of strike disturbs the rhythm of a batsman. Feel like the Hellcats really let the nerves get the better of them in this game. Knights weren't without their own mistakes. The wides that they bowled, a couple of catches going down. But overall, they've let their experience count when it mattered. And seems as though they will be the ones who will be eyeing a rematch in the finals with Nexus. Nexus got the better of them in the qualifier. Knights were the number 1 seeded team. As Sagar Patel will bowl the 4th ball of the final over and gets another wicket. It's a wickets party now. The Knights are just 2 balls away from celebrating a win and a passage to the finals. We will share the video link on our Facebook page for the finals. It'll be a hell of a game. Second last ball of the innings in the block hole, dug out for a run. Inconsequential this now. One more ball before the celebrations. Will be short-lived celebrations because they've got another game to play, which is the big game, the finals for the cup, as Sagar Patel comes in for the last ball of the innings and skied by the batter here as deep mid-wicket comes underneath it and gets a wicket. So Sagar ends up getting 3 wickets in the over. Wow. To go along with his 45 runs. Clearly deserves the man of the match for this game. And the Dallas Knights, expected to win this, are through to the finals. The number 1 seed had a hiccup in the qualifier, losing to Nexus, but they come back, win the eliminator convincingly against Dallas Hellcats, and now will try to get their revenge against Nexus. The live feed for the YouTube link will be shared on our Facebook page. It will be on the GPCC Cricket channel. Thanks, courtesy of GPCC Cricket. Thanks to them for providing this live stream. The final will start off in about 15 minutes. We'll see you guys in the finals in about 15 minutes.